I'm an illustrator in 12-step recovery. I go by the name 12 Drawings. The Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, the original text was written in the 1930s by a gentleman named Bill Wilson. In it, he spelled out 12 steps that people who were hopeless alcoholics could take in order to recover what he called their sanity. In other words, end their misery and regain a useful life. In his writing about the ninth step, he inserted 12 promises in a paragraph. And those promises are much loved by people who have lost their sanity because it promises to give them so much back. Number 8, the promise number 8, simply reads, self-seeking will slip away. Now, self is a word that appears a lot in the Big Book. Self-seeking, self-centered, selfishness, and there's only one place in the Big Book, and I'm sorry, I'm not good at quoting exact page numbers, but there's one single place in the Big Book where the author says, yes, by selfish, we mean what some people call ego. So in the 1930s, you would just say someone's selfish. Today, we would say they're very egotistical. Different little shift in the meaning of words. Anyway, I looked up the definition of self-seeking, which actually was in the 1934 dictionary. And it said it's a search with the object of finding the entire person of the individual who searches. Now that's a mouthful, and you're welcome to read it again more slowly at 12drawings.com. But a search with the object, or meaning the purpose of the search, is to find the person who's doing the searching. Kind of circular, isn't it? You're searching for the person who's searching, meaning you. As an illustrator, I wanted to find a way to reference this very, very circular logic. And after some prayer and meditation, this very striking image came into my mind, and I was able to capture it, thankfully. It shows a very capable person, a military officer, and he's got binoculars, and he's using them to look at a mirror. He's using his power of examination to look at himself. Now, there's nothing wrong with looking at yourself in a mirror, but this guy's taking it to a really high level. And I don't have a lot of extra to say about this. You might say, well, gosh, did the artist, have an explanation for why a guy would do this? And I can tell you right now, I drew this image and I have no idea why he's doing this, other than he's helping us illustrate a search with the object of finding the entire person of the individual who searches. In other words, he's in a circular loop that when I was in that loop thinking I just need to look harder at myself, I need to find answers in myself, I need to dig deeper in myself and get more willpower and all these things I kept telling myself about myself, I was just digging a deeper hole. And it really wasn't until I was able to reach for a power higher than myself and get with a group of people other than myself that I could finally step away from the mirror, put down the binoculars, and realize that whole world outside those two brightly lit windows was waiting for me the whole time. There's more at 12drawings.com. Thanks so much for listening.